have said that a particle is, I have said that a particle is thrown with unknown velocity, right? The particle is supposed to travel a vertical height. This height I have said is 40 meter, right? So I have said that with what velocity it should be thrown so that it can go up to 40 meter. That means with this speed of projection, it can travel vertically 40 meter, not more than that. That means if it can travel 40 meters, so its final velocity status should be 0. A should be the initial point, B should be the final point up to which the particle can travel. So anything goes through any vertical height, anything goes to any vertical height. So during the maximum vertical height journey is given, so its finishing velocity while going vertically upward must be 0. Then only it again returns back. And during the motion, you know that G acts downward, which is to be taken as 10. So what are the informations we are having in this form? U, V, G and H. So yes, can we relate V square equal to U square minus 2GH? Can we relate why I am using minus sign? Why I am using minus sign? The simple reason behind, G is appearing downward. So if I take in a situation, if I take the upward as positive reference, the opposite has to be taken negative reference. So the vector which are appearing upward in direction, whose measurements is upward, they should be taken or written positive, isn't it? And the one which is appearing downward, that should be taken negative. Yes or no? Yes or no? So positive part will be used, positive sign will be used for the term U and H. V is numerically 0, G to be taken negative. So I should write down final velocity 0, initial I don't know, minus 2 into G as 10, right? And H is 40 plus. So that means simplifying this, I can write down U square will be taking this thing to other side, 2 into 400 means it is altogether 800. So velocity of U, value of U should be under root of 800, means 400, square root of 400 can be written 20. So it can be written 20 root 2. It is 20 root 2 meter per second. So this particle should be thrown with this velocity magnitude so that it can climb up to how much? It can climb up to 40 meter, right? How long will it take to travel through 40 meter in previous question? They say that in any question, the most smart work will be to track the terms, right, which are given and which is to be known. According to the continuation of question 1, in question number 2, I have asked about the time of journey. So T is to be known. And what are the other informations you already know about the question 1? That is the vertical height. You know the, even with the after completing the question number 1, even you know the starting velocity, you know the final velocity, you know the acceleration of the journey, right? That means you know U, you know V, you know H, right? As well as G. So only the term is not known, that is T. So now you should try to search for those formula which is T related, time related formula, what you know regarding the straight line motion. Time related formula, what you know, where you can relate U, V or S. Which formula you know where there is a relation there are the availabilities of these terms u, v, t, s, like this. Which formula? Tell me. Do we know v is equal to u plus at as one formula? Have you heard about it? Have we used this formula in doing few problems previously? V is equal to u plus at, yes or no? What did I say? V is equal to u plus at can be used whenever we can see a particle is moving under constant acceleration. So here definitely particle is going against constant gravitational acceleration, right? So acceleration is constant during the motion, though opposite in direction of that of the motion. Yes or no? Tell me. So we know one formula, v is equal to u plus at formula. V is equal to u plus at formula can be used because this is the formula that relates starting velocity of a journey, finishing velocity, time of the journey and acceleration. We need to know the time of the journey, right? And we are having the known value of u and v and g as well. Instead of a, I will use g because this time the motion is taking place under the acceleration, which is g, right? So what I'll do again, as the particle is moving upward, so if I take upward as the positive direction, then anything which is appearing here downward will be negative. So out of these terms, which one is acting downward? Which one is acting downward? It is acceleration due to gravity, because though you are throwing the particle upward, but acceleration is downward always. So once you are throwing the particle upward, u, but g on the particle is downward. So you should use, instead of a, you should use minus g, minus of g, right? So you know the final velocity 0 again, initial is u that we have already calculated as 20 root 2 minus g as 10 into time t, yes or no? Can we use the formula with the magnitudes and sign like this? Any confusion, any doubt? Fine. So that means from this part, can I write down t is equal to minus 10? The reason behind, as I said, that when I am throwing a particle upward, so I can see the particle is traveling upward. So I have to take one direction conventionally positive. So if I take upward as positive, then those vectors which are appearing here in the formula with upward directional sense, they will be taken positive, and the one which is appearing opposite to our conventional direction, that is to be taken negative. So as I am taking upward positive, so the one which is appearing downward has to be taken negative. Are you getting me? So that's why g is steadily acting downward, so that's why g should be written with the negative sign. So that's why minus 10. So solving this, I can cancel out this, and time I am getting how much? 2 root 2 second. So it is taking 2 root 2 second to travel through 40 meter as per the previous question. Is that okay?